Today is hard and I don't want to do it, but it's important that I do it. So I'm going to take the TV out of our bedroom. Now's the time. It's got to come down. So as you can very embarrassingly see, we had nowhere to put our TV, so we literally bought a ceiling mount. What the actual... How did we get to this point, you know? When I honestly asked myself why I even wanted a TV in the room to begin with, this image of a scene from the movie This Is 40 popped right into my head. I'll put it on the screen somewhere. It's the whole family all in this big bed together watching cartoons before bed, and I just love that idea of cuddling up and sharing a quiet evening together. But my mind has really changed, and honestly, look at how miserable they all look. When I went back to search for this image in this movie, I was like, what? They don't even look happy. How did I ever want this in my life? So in this video, I'm going to share how I've already been reducing screen time on my phone. Then I'll talk about my family's list of activities that we plan on doing instead of watching TV, and the actions that I've already taken to prepare for this moment. And then in the next video, I'll share how it's actually going. I spend a lot of time as it is on screens at work and for my job, and even when I come home, there's a lot of extra work that I'm doing. I don't know why I'm signing up to do this as well. Just kidding, I do. I feel a really strong pull to share my own experience in hopes that it helps other people see that even though I know what to do, it doesn't mean I do it. And a lot of people feel a lot of guilt around that. So I just want to share my own experience trying to improve my health in hopes that it helps other people do the same. So there are steps that I have taken to get to this point, so maybe I'll talk about those and kind of walk you through them. So one of the first things we did when we wanted to start cutting back screens was I actually bought a product, which I don't recommend buying products necessarily. So the reason the brick device has worked really well for me is because I would just skip past all of those typical restrictions on the phone, which I know, like, you don't have to buy a device to help you fix that, but I felt like it would be really beneficial for me. So when they had a Christmas sale, I bought one. And also, this isn't sponsored. Like, I have no followers when I'm making this video. So this is just, I bought one myself. But how the brick device works is it's a magnet. You can choose, you know, like different modes. And so mine's typically on family time, which means I can't be on social media apps. There's websites I've shut down that I'm not allowed to go to. And so you can tap and hold to brick anywhere. So let's say I'm playing in the back and I'm not near the brick and I'm realizing I'm on my phone and my son is there and I want to pay more attention to him. I can press and hold and brick my device like this, or you can walk over to it and tap it. You can't unbrick. So let's go to like a social media app. I can't use it. You know what I mean? There's no, like, when I hit this button, it just takes me out. So in order to use those things again, you have to go to the brick app and you have to physically get your brick. And if I click unbrick device, I can scan it and now I can use all of my apps again. So I do find that that's actually really helpful, having a physical barrier for me. The second thing I've done is I created a space in our home, like a home base for our phones. Well, actually, it's mostly only for my phone right now, but so this is where I keep my phone in our home. I made a whole video on it. Ooh, it's 11:11. So that even when I'm home, most of the time, I'm keeping my phone in that drawer and out of reach so that I'm not looking at it. I'm definitely a big time list person, and I find that they help me organize the chaos of thoughts in my mind. So I have made a list of post-dinner things that I would like to do with our time that we have together. I want to do maybe family walks, family workouts. Those are things we're already used to and we do often. We could play a game together. My son's 2, so he's not really, you know, game ready, but when he goes to bed, my husband and I, we used to love playing crib, so it'll be fun to beat him in that. Just kidding, he always beats me. Taking time to share about the day, that's already actually been happening more. Reading together, we do a lot of that. Lately we're trying, I mean, it doesn't feel easy to be honest, but we're trying to do it. We could have a fire outside, we could make dessert together, we could tidy the house or cut the grass or something in the yard together, which is all things that my son really loves doing, so that's how those made it on the list. Even going to a park or going to a playground are things that he really enjoys as well. So that's kind of my list. And lists are great, but they're not action taking. And so here are the actual actions that I have taken and things I have done to prepare myself. So I use my local library app is called Libby, and I'm able to go on there from home and actually ask to borrow specific books. So I've put in or put myself on wait lists for a bunch of books that I'm interested in reading, and I haven't read for fun books in when I'm on vacation, I'll read one, but other than that, I haven't read for fun books. So I don't know the last time I read for fun books, but you know what? I've read 2 for fun books in the last few weeks, which is crazy to me. That's amazing. I also am a crocheter and a knitter, and I have a project that I'm working on right now. I can't actually share it because it's a gift from my best friend. I don't think she'd watch this video anyways, but just in case, I'm making her a gift, and so I can't show you what it is. But ultimately, my goal here and what I'm sharing is that I want to create a really intentional relationship for myself and to model to my son for screens. And I think the reason I'm wanting to be on YouTube more than on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok is I've been doing those things pretty consistently lately. I feel like I'm ready for that next step, and slower, more intentional media is where I'm trying to focus my attention rather than those like quick hit scroll forms of media. And because I want that more in my life, I kind of want to contribute to the production of more slow, long form entertainment, but also support for people. I'm finding that with getting rid of streaming services soon, I've been exploring YouTube channels and things that inspire me and that I really want to watch and enjoy so that I can still have a sense of media and use the internet, but in a way that feels really supportive and productive for me personally. So I'll be sharing about that as I get into removing streaming services more, like what accounts I'm enjoying and all that kind of stuff. My next step in this area, at least, which I might not take for another month or so, is getting rid of streaming services. And there's a lot of ways I'm planning to do that, so I'll be sharing it here. And I am also using the removing of the TV from the bedroom in the next couple weeks. I also plan to be being really strict about my bedtime so I can get up earlier, because there's a lot of health habits that I want to start enacting. So I'm basically taking all of that time I was using to watch TV at night before bed, which was hours, to be honest. In the past few years, it's been hours. And I've done this before, so I'm really looking forward to doing it again. That's the prediction, at least. And that's something I'm going to talk about here a lot as well, because I might get to that point where I intended to make that change and I might not feel ready. And so I might have to take a smaller step, and I'll share with you kind of what that looks like and what that means for me. Because I'm a naturopathic doctor and because this is what I specialize in my practice, I do have clinical hypnosis training that I also use for patients when there's a habit that's really stuck and really difficult to overcome. And I have been making recordings for myself that I figured I should post somewhere. So my website does have this too, but I have been using a couple of my hypnosis recordings lately. One is for getting up early to exercise, and the other is for reducing screen times. I have a lot of habits that I want to change, a lot of things about my life that I'm working on. And if you're interested in seeing how I'm doing it and maybe getting some tips and tricks so that you can make those changes faster than I am or see success a little bit more quickly, or, you know, even come here and join me and make the same mistakes I do and we can fail together and just keep going anyways. Yeah, I encourage you to come and hang out and join along, because I think it's going to be really fun. Thank you for watching this whole video, staying till the end. I appreciate if you could support this somehow, and just kind of by letting me know that you enjoyed this video or that you want more of this content. I think a lot of creators need that right now, like knowing that this is actually something worthwhile that people are gonna watch. So yeah, thanks for watching all the way till the end, and I'll see you next time.